Your integrity is showing. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daly. Integrity is such an important aspect of our lives. And especially as Christians, our integrity is pretty important because people will judge your integrity, well, Christian or not. You know, it's always the right thing to do the right thing. I've said that a lot, I know, but it is. And so many times we have choices in front of us, and some of those choices people will never see. And so many times we kind of look around, and if nobody's looking, integrity. It isn't necessarily what you do in front of people, it's what you do aside from people as well. And the hardest person to show integrity with is you, honestly. Because we have all kinds of opportunity to be, less than perfect when we're on our own. And our integrity isn't just in front of people, but it's when we're by ourselves. I know that my integrity in front of people is directly related to my integrity when I'm by myself. What choices do I make personally? What choices do I make with people that are directly around me? And that can be family and friends and employees and fellow workers and all of that. How do you do that and remain a person of integrity? You know, the Bible says that all have sinned, all fall short of the glory of God. We start there. We suck sometimes. We really do. And yet, how do we continue to be men of integrity, women of integrity? It isn't necessarily that we're perfect. It's that we pay attention and we do something about it. When I am guilty of doing something that is contrary to my integrity, it isn't something that I try to hide necessarily or blow off. It's something that I realize I have to deal with. I have to go to the people that were watching me and say, you know, I'm really sorry that I did that because that isn't what I really believe. And please forgive me. That's part of integrity. You know, we get our cues these days from social media. It's a horrible place to get the cues from. And I have people all the time that come and, well, you know, those typers that want to, you know, get at you and want to level you and want to correct you, and you know, those people that are basically Christian bullies. And they'll write something that isn't true, and I'll correct it, and I'll never hear from them again until the next time they do that. They're not interested in the correction. They're not interested in necessarily getting things right. They just want to write something to blast you, and they're always looking for something wrong. And let me tell you, if you're looking for something to criticize with me, you're going to find tons of things, honestly. You're going to find tons of things. I find tons of things. I go back and look at some of my old podcasts even, and I think, what was I thinking? You know, honestly, it isn't that I'm perfect. Far from it. It's that I try to make amends for times when I'm not. And I don't always do that successfully either. But folks, I think that's the bottom line. That's where we live. If somebody can point something out, great. I'll take that criticism and I will take it to prayer and I'll correct it if I need to. Thank you. But just to blast me and then to not even follow up. See, there's a different mindset there. And folks, that isn't integrity. Correction isn't integrity. You know, being a Christian bully isn't integrity. And messing up and doing nothing about it isn't integrity. Integrity is walking with God, good times and bad, times when you mess up and times you're doing okay. And the fact that you continue to get up, you correct yourself, and you move on. So, are you a person of integrity? Is that important to you? And have you gotten to the place where you're correctable with it as well? I'm still working on it. I hope you are too. God bless you. Have a great day.